I make groups for absolutely everything, okay? Because there's no way that you are going to remember every single thing you need to do. He never serviced the listing himself. He was always sticking to the plan, which is prospecting, lead generation, appointment setting, and negotiating deals. He did nothing else. So I talked a little bit about Gabriella and how she came on our team and why she's so amazing at what she does. She's going to go into it deep in the CRM because this is her bread and butter. So give her a big welcome. I'm going to be in the chat answering any questions if you guys have questions along the way. So feel free to ask them as she's talking. I'll be answering them. And take it away, Gabriella. Let's go. Everybody in the house. Okay, so I am Carla's sister, Gabriella, and I am the CRM nerd. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go deep dive into the database. So we're gonna dive into we don't have that much time. I can talk about the CRM for hours. We're going to dive into 5 things that you can implement right now just to get started. We use Follow Up Boss. It is one of the simplest CRMs to use, which is great if you're going to hire a VA, if you're going to hire someone to make calls for you, if you're going to hire an assistant. So let's jump in. A lot of you guys ask me, how is it that I'm missing follow-up? They're falling through the cracks. I can't seem to get it together. I should have called someone a week ago and they went with another agent. So let's really quick set up your daily workflow as a real estate agent to never miss a follow-up again. We're going to do something called making smart lists. These groups are going to dictate our daily workflow. So that means we're going to be super disciplined. We're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to grab our coffee, and we're going to go straight to our smart list. So in Follow Up Boss, if you go to the people screen, and all CRMs work the same way, every CRM allows you to create smart lists, and they're super easy to make. They're made with filters. So we'll go to the first smart list. It's today's leads. Those are the leads that came into the database today. They're hot. You can, make sure that they're in your smart list by creating a filter created less than a day ago, and the stage includes leads. So if you have your mojo attached, or if you're getting leads from Facebook or anything that's coming into the lead flow, those are the first ones you're going to call today. Now, you might go to weekly leads as your next group, right? These are the ones that you left voicemails for, or they said, I need to speak to my spouse, or they said, call me back later, or I need to think about it. But these are the ones that you're going to call on the weekly to close and set that appointment. So your communication is less than 11 days ago, and your stage still includes lead, okay? So these are the ones, and you can create these filters anyway. You can do it by tag. Let's say you tag everybody, follow up tomorrow, and then you create a smart list that is everybody you want to follow up with the next day. And that will be your group number 2. So these are just ideas. You can get super creative with these groups. And then maybe you'll go to a nurture monthly group. These are your 30, 60, 90 days. These are the ones that say, oh, I'm not ready to buy, or I need to sell my house first, or I'm moving and my timeline is in, 60 days. But when you click on this group, you can go through them one at a time. Every week you go through them. What does this person need? How can I touch? How can I put them on a campaign? Maybe I can say happy birthday. Maybe I'll deliver a pie. Whatever your form of prospecting is, you can go through one by one and just make sure that you're touching your nurture monthly. Now, I want to show you something. I make groups for absolutely everything, okay? Sales closed, 5-star reviews. Everybody that loves you should be in a smart list. Now you have a group of people that you can ask for referrals, call and just touch base. How are you doing? Do you have any friends that need help? What's going on in your neighborhood? What's going on with you, right? So these are the people that you can put on a campaign and make sure to keep in touch with them, because those are the referrals that are going to come back to you. So a lot of these groups, you can really get super creative with. We have groups, we did lots of probates. Erin did them by county. So we had a group of Dade probates, a group of Palm Beach probates, a group of Broward probates. And that way you can hit them every single day as you're prospecting and make sure to take notes on each one. That is your daily workflow. That will allow you never to miss a follow-up. You are disciplined. You're going to hit every single group every single day. So next, we're going to move on and we're going to talk a little bit about workflows. I'm going to add a new person. I'm going to name this person Brad Pitt. And we're going to add him into the database. He's our new lead. And let's say we set an appointment with Brad Pitt. So I'm going to change the stage to appointment set. Now you'll see on the right-hand side, all of my checklist, my workflow just populated, because there's no way that you are going to remember every single thing you need to do. Let's say you have 5 appointment sets. You have 10 listings that are going on the market. You have 10 listings that are pending, and you have 10 listings that are closing. Are you going to remember every single thing you need to do for every single client? Absolutely not. So we're going to attach a workflow to every stage of the transaction. So let's go through setting an appointment. It's a super quick workflow, just so you can see. In Follow-Up Boss, you can check things off. So I'm going to send them a bomb video. Looking forward to our appointment. We're going to call to confirm the appointment, because there's nothing worse than driving an hour to somebody's home and then saying, oh, I need to cancel. Then we're going to send them a pre-listing packet. We're going to prepare the CMA. We're going to prepare the seller net sheet, and we're going to follow up after the appointment if it wasn't signed. Maybe we'll tag them buyer or seller. And then every workflow at the end prompts you to change the stage to the next stage in the transaction. So we have one for active buyer, active seller, pending buyer, pending seller, close. And you can make checklists for everything. Maybe your niche is rentals. Maybe you're selling commercial real estate and you have commercial checklists. So you can get super creative in creating. All they are action plans. I'm going to show you really quick what the action plans look like. So you go to admin, action plans. You want to make a really nice organized folder for all your operation action plans. And then you're going to build, just like we built every single thing we did for setting an appointment, you're going to build it out by going one by one and creating every step. Now, you can use ChatGPT for this, guys. I'm a real estate agent in California. Make me a checklist from closing an appointment to putting the listing on the MLS, and give me every step I need to do as a real estate agent to get them onto the MLS. That's one checklist. Then you say from the MLS live listing to pending, another checklist. Pending to close, another checklist. So I can give you my checklist. I dropped them in the chat right before I got on as my workflows, but you can create your own, and every state is a little bit different. For example, in Florida, we have so many termite inspections that we need to go through. And Indiana, they don't have termites, so it's a little bit different, and you can live with the checklist a little bit and say, okay, well, I don't do this here, or I do this here, and you can add them into your workflows. The workflows are super important, and you can create smart lists for every stage of the transaction. So you can see, these are all my appointment sets. These are all my active listings. These are all my pending listings. And these are everybody that are closing in the next week. And that way you can manage your workflows. By the way, you shouldn't be managing your workflows. Somebody else should be managing them for you. So what Carla was saying is that a lot of times we get on this roller coaster of transactions, right? We get a listing and we're on a high, we're on the top of the roller coaster, and then we have to service the listing, and then we're on a low, we're not getting any new business, we're servicing the listing, we've got nothing, then we have to prospect, we get a new listing, and then you're on this transaction roller coaster. And I want to tell you that Aaron's superpower was that he would take a listing, throw it over his shoulder, take a listing, throw it over his shoulder, take a listing, throw it over his shoulder. He never serviced the listing himself. He was always sticking to the plan, which is prospecting, lead generation, appointment setting, and negotiating deals. He did nothing else. Okay, so we got our daily workflow. We got our follow-ups in check. So let's go back to Brad Pitt and let's talk about us as agents, and we're prospecting and maybe we are still working on our scripts. So something really cool that I implemented in our database when we had new agents onboarding is I input the scripts into Follow-Up Boss. So for example, as a tag, let's say we are prospecting and we want to bring up the probate script. We created an automation so that when you tagged probate script, the script would actually come up in the database. So you're prospecting Brad Pitt, you're calling him, you're like, oh my God, I'm a little nervous about, this probate script. And now you can have it up on your screen as you're calling Brad Pitt. So you can manage all the objections, you can manage all the questions, and everything is there. Input your scripts into your database. It's super easy. It's just an automation. So you go to admin, you go to automations, you add in a little automation, and you want to trigger it. You want to make sure that it's a tag added. So you're going to make the tag probate script, and then you're going to add the action. You want a note to pop up, and you're going to copy and paste the script into the note, and then you're going to save the automation. And that way, every time you put that tag on to a new person, that script will populate. So something really easy that you guys can do to help prospecting. Another thing that we implemented that was really a game changer, those of you that are doing a little bit of appreciation marketing, meaning you're buying closing gifts or things like that at the end. It was taking so much time for me to shop, ship, and get closing gifts to people. So we integrated something into the database called AM cards. It's really an easy way to infuse a little bit of love into the transaction. So you need a full address for the AM cards to open, and you can create all sorts of templates, and it's physical cards and physical gifts. So I'm not saying that you have to use AM cards, but making your workflow nice and efficient and sending out gifts to the database was a game changer. Okay, I had people sending me gifts back. So I would, when we would sign the listing agreement, I would send them a little gift card to Starbucks, and I would say, I'm so excited for this journey. Here's a little treat on us. Right? And if they were stressed out of their minds, like, okay, the deal fell apart, the buyer walked away, whatever it was, I would send them some movie tickets, and I would just say, like, chill out, everything's gonna be fine. And then I would send them a little closing gift, and it could be something really simple. Brownies, it could have been a charcuterie board or anything. And then this would be my workflow. I would call them after they received the gift, because you can track it, and then I would ask them for a review. So this feeling, I think gift giving gets such a bad rap. Like, oh, you're just buying your review. Gift giving is one of my love languages. People love receiving and giving gifts. So infusing a little bit of love into something so transactional makes people appreciative, and then are more likely to leave you a review because they're happy. They're so excited. You gave them something that they didn't expect, and you mailed it to them, right? So at the beginning of the transaction, I would ask them for their mailing address, and I would say, what's the best mailing address if I need to send you documents for the transaction? I didn't say I was going to send them a gift. It's a total surprise. They would send me their address, and then I would, throughout the transaction, I would give them little surprises, and at the end, we would get a review. I know sometimes it's so hard to get reviews. It's like pulling teeth. How do I get my online presence? Well, this is a good way to do that. So you can see I've made templates for absolutely everything. When people pass away, when people are sick, you can send them get well soon cards. You can really get creative with the templates. Any questions so far? It has to be in the chat. That's fine. Carla's answering questions. So if you guys have any questions about, we went over daily workflow, not missing our follow-ups. We talked about automating scripts. We talked about appreciation marketing. And we can talk a little bit about really making the database efficient. So those of you that are writing emails over and over and over again, the transaction is typically the same every single time. So if you guys don't have email templates and text templates set up for yourselves, you're really wasting a lot of time. So I just want to show you in the database, you can send emails directly through the database. We have created lots of templates. So our operation email templates, these are the emails that we send over and over and over again. And guys, if you don't have a CRM, you can make templates in your Google emails. We do them too. So, asking for testimonials is a template. You can, give your TC the property, all the property information when it goes pending, all those emails that you guys are just rewriting every single day. Next time you write one, copy and paste it and make it into a template, and the same thing with your text templates, right? So if you're constantly asking for the description for the MLS, make it a text template. If you're constantly asking for certain things, just grab them in the text templates. So when you go to texting, you can also grab those templates really easily. I need to put in a phone number for Brad Pitt for those templates to come up, but you'll be able to grab them the same way. They're really easy to make. So if you go to email templates, make sure to make yourself a really nice organized folder so that you can find those email templates really easy. But once you create that folder, you'll create the email template inside, and you'll name it something really easy for you to find. So maybe it's MLS description to our listing coordinator. And then you create the subject. You can merge fields, so it could be contact first name. And then you can put the body of the email in there. Aaron loves making BombBomb videos. All of his email templates and all of his campaigns had BombBomb videos in them, and you can integrate that into your database. So the BombBomb video integration looks like this, and it allows you to shoot videos directly into the emails or choose one from your library. I'm going to show you a quick campaign that Aaron and I made together. It was a probate nurture campaign. You can kind of see what the BombBomb videos look like. There's Aaron, and he'll say hello, and basically he's just repeating what is exactly in the email, but this way people get to know him, they see his face, they see that he's a real person, and people love to see the videos. They click on them, they watch them, and in BombBomb you can see the analytics of who and what is going on with your videos. So Aaron would make a BombBomb video after setting any appointment. It would say, Gabriella, I'm so happy to have chatted with you and I can't wait for our appointment. Then you would make a BombBomb video after the listing agreement was signed. I'm so excited for this journey, or whatever you want to say. It can be super quick. It's Gabriella. I just want to put a face to the name. We just got off the phone, chatting. I'm so excited to meet with you. Right? So the BombBomb videos are really great and easy to implement in your email templates, in your campaigns. So let's talk about campaigns really quick. Everybody's like, I need lead campaigns. They're going to change my life. right? I'm going to turn on this lead campaign and it's going to convert leads for me. They do not convert leads. The person that converts leads is Aaron. The magic was when Aaron would get on the phone with that person. The campaigns are a support to that prospecting. Do not expect your lead campaigns to convert your leads without picking up the phone. It will not happen. So I'll tell you a little story. Aaron was prospecting. He spoke to someone. They had a great talk and they said they would think about it. We turned on a lead campaign. The third email in, the lead responded and said, "Hey Aaron, yeah, it has been a hectic week, but I'm ready to meet with you." So the campaign does work. It is a support. But if Aaron had never called that person or didn't have that great conversation, it's not gonna be, magical. So we do have a lot of lead campaigns. We have nurture campaigns. We have buyer leads, seller leads. They're very, very simple. Maybe they have a bomb video every other email, and it's just as a support. So I would say that do not obsess over these campaigns. They're not, the magic. You are the magic. However you prospect, whether it's delivering pies or cold calling, you are that magic, and everybody still needs a little bit of that human touch. We cannot just rely on the campaigns. If you are interested in a campaign that we have in the probate nurture or whatever it is, I'm so happy to give you the campaigns and happy to help. But I like to temper people's expectations with them, because they're like, oh, Aaron must have had all of this high tech, CRM stuff happening in the background. And really, yes, we were very efficient and we had really, a lot of details in our systems, but really the magic was Aaron and him actually chatting with, buyers and sellers. So make sure to get your campaigns up and make sure you have your leads coming into the database. So this is what's called the lead flow. So if you have leads that you are purchasing for, let's say, motivatedseller.com or Facebook or wherever it is, the lead will come in. So for example, this lead came in 7 hours ago, and you can assign a campaign, the new online buyer campaign. So the campaign is great because when the lead comes in, they'll get a text message right away, and it's something very simple. It can be, when's a good time to chat, mornings or evenings? And then if the lead does not respond, they'll continue to get an email drip that'll say, hey, I saw that you were interested in such and such property. Let's connect. So Aaron is also calling this lead. It's not just the campaign. Aaron is also prospecting and calling the lead when they come in through the smart list on his daily workflow, right? So this is just a support to the prospecting. But that way, these leads get contacted right away via text message, via emails as a support. So you want to make sure that all of your leads are getting action plans as they're coming into your database, and you have them super organized. So those are kind of my go-to things to do. And Carla and I at the Do More Deals Summit are going to give another systems talk. We're going to go really in depth on systems for specific niches, for creative deals, for probates. So if you guys aren't coming to the Do More Deals Summit, you're going to miss out on a lot of important information. So I am going to give it back to Carla. She's going to talk a little bit more about the Do More Deals Summit. She's going to kind of close it off with any questions about systems.
Is that, before I hand it off to Angel, because Angel's up next, is that when Aaron and I started, we were in our 20s and we didn't have any money. We started from nothing. We invested in ourselves by going to events. And that is how we grew so fast, because by going to events, you're going to not only learn things from the stage, but you're going to be around other agents who also want to grow, who are networking with you, who are now new accountability partners, role play partners. You can bounce ideas off each other. It's just an environment that if you want to be the realtor of the future, you need to be in that room. Like, this is going to be the difference between doubling your business and maybe not being in the business anymore. Like, that's how important it is to go to these events. So do not miss out on this Do More Deals Summit. We have, I had a QR code. I don't know, Gabriella kind of shared a different screen, but we have the link. So put the link up in the chat, Gabriella.
Yeah.
And